OBE versus astral projection. What's the difference? Come on. Out of body experience, astral projection. Are they the same thing? Come on. All right. In order to understand the differences, and why would it matter? Oh, it matters. It matters a lot. But in order to understand the difference, we have to clear the key words, conceptually understand the difference in these two phrases. Okay, so in order to define astral projection, we have to first clear the word astral. Now, there are many different definitions of astral, but loosely, people, okay, now here's the, you may have a different definition of astral, okay? So when you say astral projection, you have a concept already loading up even before you say the word projection. And then project is to project the consciousness into the astral realm. So when you think about the astral, you're thinking about astral plane, astral realm. So people use these words loosely when they're talking to their friends, and usually we know what we're talking about. But if you really want to split hairs, there's a difference between an astral projection, where you are projecting into the astral planes or realm, and then the astral planes have lower astral, and it just gets like, oh, this is like entities from the lower astral, right? And then there's the higher rarefied realms of the astral planes. So there's more than one astral plane when you think of it like that. So I'll just tell you the way I mean it and believe it, so that you can go, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Richard. Yeah, sure, I know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Okay, so if you look at all these different realms and places that you can go when you get out of body or astral project or consciousness shift or soul travel, whatever you want to call it, if you look at it like, what's really going on is that you are here and you have an identity, and you may have an avatar, like an astral body or a second body. But here you are, and maybe you can see yourself. Maybe you're a glowing fuzzball. Maybe you're a wispy, ghosty kind of thing. You can look and, oh, I'm all glowy, reddish or bluish or whitish or something, right? And sometimes we can pop into a realm or a place, and it's the void. It's deep and it's black, but it feels like it just goes on and on. There's depth perception, but it's nothing to see. It's all black, but you can sense and know this isn't just you're in a small room and it's black. No. Okay. So what's really going on is that the consciousness that you are, that is being the person that you're being, the individual who, I want to go out of body, I want to have an astral projection, this self, this aspect of the self, the identity, the you that you know and love as you, this persona, character, is popping out of body. Sometimes you're popping out of that character too, and like you're really, but the point is you are shifting your focus and consciousness so that you, on a deep level, are no longer creating the material world. See, because you're in this material world and you can touch it and feel it, and I'm in this physical world, I can touch it and feel it and see it. This tells us that not only am I focused here, But it also tells us that I am creating it here. It's like a dream, just a regular dream. You are creating your dream. You're only located in the dream world because of your consideration that this is where I am, this is my point of view, and I'm looking at all of this, so this locates me. I have a location in my dream. Okay. But if you're not lucid in your dream, you're not really thinking about all of that. But still, your subconscious mind, or that aspect of you that is very deep and creative, is creating this world, this dreamscape around you. That aspect of the self, or the consciousness, is creating the material world. So when you incarnate into the material world, you're agreeing to this dreamscape we call reality. And there are many other beings who have already agreed to co-create and dream this dream as a group. And so now you load into this realm, and now you're creating. It's the only way you can experience this world is to co-create it. So you're tuning into the prototype, so to speak, and now your deeper subconscious, or whatever you want to call it, is rendering the realm around you. And your belief systems are telling you that, oh, this is real, man. This is not a dream. So be it, right? So when you have a regular dream, you're not co-creating it with other beings. Okay, you're just doing it all by yourself. But you're still having to create it, or that aspect of the self that's creative in this way is creating it for the you that you think you're being, or the you that you believe yourself to be. So now you're having a regular dream. All right. Now, when you have an astral experience, there are other realms of existence, belief system territories, planes of existence, densities, frequencies. They're like radio stations or TV stations. You literally are tuning into a frequency, and then you co-create whatever the broadcasting system is broadcasting. So there are many, many, many different realms and planes and dimensions and densities, and some of them are called astral realms because the group consensus, a lot of beings are creating these astral planes or astral realms, and so you're tuning in to this radio station, this frequency. And so now you're co-creating it with other beings or entities within that realm. And so there's a localized TV station. You know, like there's a TV station here. It's about, their broadcasting station is about 30 miles away, and you pick it up real clearly. But you can drive across the country, 2,000 miles away, and you can't pick up this radio station. You're in close proximity to another station that is almost on the same channel. And so you can sort of start picking up this other channel. So for Earth, we call them the astral planes of the Earth realm. They're in proximity, frequency-wise, to the belief systems of the Earth population. It's kind of like this. All right? Don't take anything I say for fucking true, okay? Just, this is my understanding of it. Go do your own research, have your own experiences, come up with your own fucking theories, and start spreading them around, man. But yeah, this is just my understanding of it, okay? There are other guys and gals that probably have different and very good definitions and explanations. So, go check them out. So anyway, an astral experience, an astral plane experience, is we stop creating this world, we go to sleep and we refocus. Instead of tuning into a dreamscape, you're more awake and you're aware, and you go, oh, I think I'm this is an astral projection. It's your definition of astral. Somebody else might experience the exact same phenomena and call it an out-of-body experience. It's just the words we like to use to communicate our experiences. But there are planes of existence that are sort of common knowledge. People know about them, and they're called the astral plane. Ooh. So generally, that can be said to be a realm that is similar to Earth, but it has its differences, and it's not the material world. It's at a different frequency, and you are probably co-creating it with other beings that have co-created it, and it kind of lingers when you leave, and you can go back, and you can leave, and you can go back. Just like the material world, when you drop dead or go into a dream, you leave this world, you stop creating it, but it's kind of a prototype, or it's like an app on your hard drive, but you load it back up, and so you can play the game again, the material world. It'll load right up, and now you're back in, and your own consciousness has re-rendered the game. You see, so an astral projection is when a person has the idea that they projected their consciousness or their essence or their protoplasm into this particular realm or region that they specifically define as the astral. So they astral projected. Now, Robert Monroe didn't use those terms because it does depend on what a person believes, their teachings, their understanding of things. And it's not to say that what you learned as a teaching is false teaching. No. That's just your understanding of it, and this is how you would label the phenomena. Somebody over here, different teaching, is maybe experiencing the same thing. You would call it an astral projection. They might call it a lucid dream. They might call it an out-of-body experience, or an alternate reality, or parallel universe, or a vision quest, or a hallucination. There's a lot of different labels for the same or a similar experience. So you kind of get together and you talk about your terms and stuff. But none of those terms really matter. What matters is you're in the now, and you're awake, and you're having the experience. That's what matters. And